Hey everyone, Purim is in 3 days. Purim night is in 3 nights. Purim day is in, I guess, 4 days. And I was thinking about what is a take-home message that we could think about for Purim. And I was thinking about the mitzvah of listening to the megillah. So it's a mitzvah to literally just sit there and have somebody read to you the story of the megillah, even if you already know it, even if you're an educator and you teach it all the time. Sit there and listen to somebody read the story or read it out loud yourself. And you sit there and you listen to the megillah. It takes about 45 minutes. And I mean, it depends how many kids are in the room, banging for Haman, or how many adults are in the room banging for Haman. And you kind of feel like the whole thing happened in like 3 weeks. And you're reading this story or hearing this story and you're like, yeah, totally. I mean, look how you connect the dots. Like, here was Esther, and she just had to be in the right place at the right time. And here was Haman, and he did this, and then Mordecai did that, and he got punished, and everybody was just in the right place at the right time. And all the pieces fell into place, and happy ending, right? Like all of our stories have a happy ending, right? Most of our stories. But the truth is that the entire course of events was over a decade, from the beginning of the Megillah to the end of the Megillah. And I was thinking that perhaps this mirrors our responsibility to look back at the course of our lives, or if you will, at the Megillah of our lives, because in the entire Megillah, not once is the name of God mentioned. It's alluded to in a number of ways, but it's not overt. And the message is that the hand of God is hiding in the Megillah. And the truth is that the hand of God is hiding in our lives too. And sometimes we see it very clearly, and sometimes it's only when you look back over a long span of time and you're like, oh, right, like that's why I had to be there, and that person had to come into my life, and that opportunity had to be lost or gained, or I had to have that failure to learn that lesson, or I had to have that setback to be more compassionate. And if you don't mentally go through the exercise of reviewing the Megillah of your life, you will miss the message of your Megillah. And the hand of God and the name of God will remain hidden. So take this as an invitation to look back maybe 10 years ago. Think about who you were, where you were, what you were doing, what you've learned since then, what has improved since then, what has changed since then. How have you changed since then? And most importantly, where's the hand of God hiding in your life? Happy Purim.